Imagine this, a sleek private jet idles on a Silicon Valley tarmac, engines humming like a predator ready to pounce. Inside, a tech billionaire, worth billions untouchable, steps toward his doom, oblivious to the bomb ticking away in the cargo hold. But then, a tiny voice cuts through the roar, "Señor! Don't board that jet, it's going to explode." In seconds, one girl's whisper shatters an empire's plot. This isn't fiction. It's the heart-pounding true story that went viral, proving courage comes in the smallest packages. Buckle up, because what happens next will leave you breathless. Picture Silicon Valley at dawn, the fog rolling off the bay like a thief in the night. Ethan Cole, the 35-year-old wunderkind behind Novatech, the AI giant revolutionizing everything from self-driving cars to smart cities, strides out of his glass fortress headquarters. He's got that sharp navy suit hugging his athletic frame, a Rolex glinting under the rising sun, and a Bluetooth earpiece barking orders to his team in Tokyo. "Push the update live by noon," he snaps, his voice like steel. Ethan's built his fortune from nothing, a kid from a rundown Chicago suburb who coded his way to the top. But success has hardened him. No friends, no family ties, just endless meetings and a private jet waiting to whisk him to New York for a billion-dollar deal. Little does he know, rivals have infiltrated his inner circle, and today's flight is rigged to look like a tragic accident. Cut to the chain-link fence bordering the private airstrip. Maria Gonzalez, a single mom from Mexico City, parks her beat-up food truck every morning, slinging fresh tacos and empanadas to the pilots and ground crew. She's tough, with calloused hands from years of scraping by, but her real treasure is her 7-year-old daughter. Sofia. Sofia's got those big brown eyes that see everything. Braids bouncing as she plays with a worn-out doll her abuela sent from home. They've been in the U.S. for just over a year, chasing the American dream after Maria's husband vanished in a cartel crossfire back home. Life's hard, rent's late, food's scarce, but Sofia's Spanish fluency and quick wit make her the family's secret weapon. She translates for her mom, charms customers, and dreams of becoming a detective like in those Netflix shows she sneaks peeks at. This morning, Sofia's perched on an old crate, doll in hand, when she spots them, 3 burly men in security uniforms by Ethan's jet. They're Ethan's guards, or so everyone thinks. Tall, stone-faced guys with earpieces and holsters. But something's off. They're huddled too close, whispering urgently in Spanish, their voices low but clear to Sofia's sharp ears. She tilts her head, pretending to play, but she's all ears. "Asegúrate de que suba," one mutters. "Make sure he gets on." "El temporizador se activa cuando la puerta se cierra." The timer starts when the door shuts. Sofia's tiny heart skips. Another hisses. "Parecerá un fallo en el motor. Nadie nos sospechará. It'll look like engine failure. No one will suspect us. These aren't guards. They're hitmen, planted by Victor Kane, Ethan's cutthroat rival at Apex AI. Kane's been gunning for Novatech's patents, and after a failed hack last month, he's gone nuclear. Literally. He bribed insiders, swapped the real security team during a shift change, and wired the jet with C4 disguised as maintenance gear. The plan? Ethan boards, jet takes off, boom over the Pacific. Kane inherits the market, stock soars, and it's all tragic accident. But Sofia doesn't know that. She just knows bad guys are plotting, and the tall suit man who ignores her every day is in danger. Her mind races. Run to Mom? Maria's buried in orders, flipping tortillas for a line of hungry mechanics. Call the police? No phone, Maria's is charging in the truck. Sofia's instincts kick in, the same ones that helped her spot shady types back in Mexico. She clutches her doll tighter, whispers a quick prayer to her abuela's spirit, and bolts. Tiny sneakers pound the asphalt as she darts under the fence, a risky move, dodging a fuel truck that nearly clips her. "Oye!" A worker yells, but she's gone, weaving through hangars toward Ethan. Ethan's at the jet stairs now, briefcase in hand, waving off his real head of security, Harris, who's double-checking manifests inside. The fake guards flank him, one helpfully opening the door. Ethan's mind is elsewhere. Flashback to last night, alone in his penthouse, staring at city lights, wondering if billions buy happiness. He's cut off everyone. Ex-girlfriend left him for his ice heart, family estranged since he bailed on his sister's wedding for a deal. But fate's about to thaw him. Sofia bursts into view, panting, face flushed. She plants herself like a pint-sized barricade. "Señor, no subas a ese jet." Ethan blinks, annoyed. Kids aren't in his schedule. Kids scram. I'm busy, but her eyes wide with pure terror stop him cold. She switches to broken English. Guards? They say explode! Bomba! Timer when door close! Ethan's world tilts. Is this a prank? His rivals are ruthless, but a kid? He glances at the guards. They're frozen, hands inching toward holsters. One mutters in Spanish, Maldita niña, damn kid. Sofia hears, points, Ellos! They plan it! Ethan's no fool. He minored in Spanish at MIT, catches the curse, and pieces flash. Odd shift changes, Kane's threats at last week's conference. Adrenaline surges. Harris! Code red! Ethan bellows. Harris, a grizzled ex-Marine, bursts from the jet, gun drawn. The fake guards panic. One lunges at Sofia, grabbing her arm. Shut her up! But Sofia twists free, kicking his shin like her mom taught her for street safety. Ethan shoves the attacker, shielding her. Chaos explodes. Harris tackles one, fists flying. The third guard bolts for a van, but ground crew, alerted by shouts, block him. Then, boom! Not the jet yet. A diversion. Smoke bomb from the van clouding the tarmac. Gunshots ring out, fake guard firing wildly. Ethan scoops Sofia, diving behind a luggage cart. Stay down. Her doll flies, shattered by a bullet. That doll was her only link to Dad. Tears stream, but she whispers, okay. Save you, Harris radios cops. The fleeing guard hits the remote trigger. KABOOM! The jet's tail erupts in flames, shrapnel whizzing like angry bees. Ethan covers Sofia, glass shards raining. Sirens wail as fire crews swarm. In the smoke, Harris cuffs the survivors. Ethan emerges coughing, suit torn but alive, clutching Sofia like a lifeline. As paramedics check them, Ethan kneels. How'd you know? Sofia, brave as ever, explains the whispers. Police arrive, unraveling the plot. Arrests at Apex AI, Kane's empire crumbling. News helicopters circle. Billionaire saved by child hero. Viral videos of the explosion rack up millions of views. But the real story's the heart shift. Ethan sits on the curb, Sofia's head on his shoulder. Flashback, his own childhood, poor and overlooked, mirroring hers. Guilt hits. He's ignored the little people too long. He tracks Maria, finds her frantic at the fence. Your daughter's a hero, he says, voice cracking. Ethan's not just grateful, he's transformed. That night, in his hospital room, minor cuts, he calls lawyers. Next day, press conference, Sofia Gonzalez saved my life. Novatech's sponsoring her family's future. Maria's truck. Upgraded to a chain of taquerias. Sofia? Full scholarship from grade school to Stanford. But deeper, Ethan mentors her, teaching coding on weekends. She teaches him Spanish slang and humility. Months fly. Sofia's taqueria opens downtown, packed with techies. Ethan at the ribbon cutting. No suit, just jeans, hugging Maria like family. Investigation reveals Kane's deeper scheme involving hacked Novatech drones for corporate espionage. Sofia's tip leads to busting an international ring, saving thousands of jobs. Years later, Ethan's softer, married now with kids, crediting Sofia for melting his ice. She graduates top of class, joins Novatech as CTO. Their bond? Unbreakable. Every anniversary, they revisit the airstrip, toasting with tacos. You overheard more than words, Ethan says. You heard my second chance, and that's the power of one voice. In a world of noise, listen close. Heroes hide in plain sight. If this gripped you, smash like, share the thrill, and subscribe to Timeless Narratives for more edge-of-seat tales. What would you do in Sofia's shoes? Comment below, your story might inspire the next.